is getting sweeter.
Hello again. We're going to start a new project, and I've got this really cute metal pedestal, and it's going to have a glass dome, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm going to be able to do a lot of little different designs on here. First, though, I cleaned it. I won't do that for you, but I cleaned it with alcohol really good to get all the dirt off and stuff. It's been sitting around for a long time. And I'm going to put primer on. So you always have to prime metal. And then I'll put my base coat. And then I'll do all the gridding and then do the fun part. But I was going to first just tell you I've spent all morning figuring out how I'm going to paint this little pedestal, and using my trusty calculator to figure out things, because once again we have a circle, so things have to come out even to make my patterns come out even. And so I had to do some measuring, and I'll just show you my little diagram. I always show you my diagram. It's kind of feeble, but I had to do the top as if I'm looking straight down on it, not at an angle like you're looking at it right now, so I could figure out my design. And then the pedestal. And I'm going to do my black and white here and there. I'm going to do some diamond shapes. I'm going to do some flowers. I'm going to do the dignity dots. And I'm going to do my little, I don't know what you call them, scrunchy dots. Those I haven't done before for you, but I will show you how I do that when I get to it. So, I had to figure out the diameter, and when I measured the diameter, and to get what the circumference is, you multiply the diameter times 2.4. Aren't I smart? And you know what? When I went to Harding College as a freshman, we had to take these little placement exams. And I, of all things, got exempt from basic math. Can you go figure? Anyway, so I guess I'm not as stupid as I think I am sometimes. So, but I do know that you multiply the diameter times 2.14. So that meant I'm going to have a border, so the diameter is actually only 9.5 inches. And you multiply that times 2.14, and you get 20.33. Well, I want to do little half inches, so I'll multiply that times 2, and that's 40.6, which isn't quite even. It's a little over half inch not even for 40. So when I'm doing my markings, I'll be fudging a few little squares or stripes, whatever they're kind of going to be. You can call them either a square or a stripe. It's just going to be one of them. And I'll have to fudge a little bit along the way to make it 40. And not 40 and over a half. So, and then on the base, it was 18.5 inches times, then I'm not having to do circumference. I'm doing the circumference. So it was 18.5 times 2 is 37.5. Well, I need an even. So I'm going to try to do 36, meaning I've got to fudge a half inch all the way around. I'll figure it out so that it comes out where I have an even number of the black and white. I'm going to do black and white down here on the bottom of the base, and black and white up in a border around here, and then I'm going to do my diamonds in the middle. So that's my plan, and now I'm going to start doing the primer, but I have to get that prepared. So hang on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, got my primer, the Kills 2 primer that I love, that I always put on metal or wood. And I think I'm going to start on the top. I'll also prime underneath here and probably paint something under there, because I don't, if anybody can ever look underneath, I want it to be painted. So I haven't figured that one out yet, but I will. And the cool thing about this pedestal is this top comes off. So when I get ready to paint underneath, to prime and paint and all of that, I'll take it off. I can unscrew it and just lay it down and work on the back side. And therefore, there won't be any, well, what can I say? There won't be any breaks in the paint where it screws on. It'll be nice and smooth and even, and so that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm just really, this primer is not a huge deal how it goes on, unless I have a piece of, a little piece that's, oh, the paint's got some little pieces in it, which I like to get off, if I can see them when it's happening. You know, I think that's just in the metal. Sometimes there's unevenness in what I'm painting, and I can't do anything about that. Okay, we got the top done. And I'm going to continue, and I'll do a little more. I try not to do too much of one thing where you get bored stiff. But, and this is, I always wear gloves when I'm priming because it's so messy. Today I have on navy, so I have on my turquoise apron. And I have to thank Michelle Whiten of C.K. Morgan and Company, Michelle and Morgan, for doing the embroidery of my name and my little name of my actual little company and my YouTube channel and my blog spot and all of that. My blog, blogspot.com. I have a blog if you ever want to check it out. Kayren Spain at blogspot.com. And it has all the things, and I don't know if I've updated it, but it has all the things I've painted since I started. So there's a lot of stuff on there. If you ever so desire to check it out. A lot of those things I still have in my home. Many of them I have sold. Many of them I have done for other people. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, you get that picture. I'm doing the primer. It's really messy. I always wear the gloves because you don't want to get this on your clothes or anything else because it won't come out. But take a break. I have two of these little remotes. One for this camera, my iPhone 6, and one for the one I'm on, my iPhone 8. And if I pick up the wrong one, it doesn't turn off when I want it to. So let's see if it turns it off with the first click. That would be a first, right? Well, it's been a long break. I had a lot to do today, so I couldn't get much done. But I thought tonight I would come down, finish the primer. I'm putting it on underneath. And what I did is I put a little turntable on top of my bigger one where this hangs off. And I unscrewed this enough so that I can get the brush underneath to get it painted where it's not going to look awful. And I'm going to paint the bottom with the primer on this little pedestal tray thingy that I have a big It's over there. Big glass dome. A glass dome. That's what it's called. And then I'm going to turn this over because I want the bottom side can dry while I'm doing something on the top side. And I'm going to start the base coat. I had a busy day. I actually had lunch with Michelle and Morgan of C.K. Morgan and Company, the ones who did my wonderful aprons. And they're such dear friends of mine. We had a very great lunch in Gainesville on the Square at Avocados. It's a fabulous place to have lunch. So let's see here. We're going to get this primer on the bottom of this pedestal. Remember, it's metal, and I'm going to paint the bottom of this. I'm not sure exactly what design I'm going to do, but I will do something so that if someone ever looks underneath, it looks very cool. I can't leave anything unpainted if it's going to have somebody's eyes on it. Okay, that's done. Now I can hopefully flip it up, and I'm going to screw it back down just a little bit. Oh my God, I hope it's not coming off. Is it coming off? Is it going back on? I just want a little bit more sturdy when I put on, even though I don't want it all the way down because I want the paint to dry under there. Alright, so I think I just wanted to say hi again because I've been gone all day and I know you missed me, but I'm going to say goodnight and finish putting the base coat on here so that tomorrow we can start the gridding and then get to the painting. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and goodbye.